Oh, all right, kiddies. I hope you're ready for what's hopefully not another big sob fest. I don't know about you, but things have been getting kind of heavy around here. I mean, I know I died and all, but they won, sort of, maybe. I mean, I doubt it. Puck's very sadistic. Anyways, we're going to jump back into the story. We're short one of our usual players here, but I think that you'll appreciate what's going on. Too many Warlocks.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Too Many Warlocks. I, as always, am your benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck, and I am joined today by these Too Many Warlocks, which I will now introduce in no particular order. One, Carnival of Misfortune, Mr. Richard Bennett. One, Spicy Chaperone, Miss Key3 Tea Leaf. And Controlled Substance Enthusiast, Mr. Guy Boutoms. And Penathan Wright has slipped into the pocket between dimensions. When last we left our heroes, there was not a lot going on. But if you look closer, okay. There's like 4 people that are going to get that joke that are maybe watching this. There you go. All right. So when last we left our heroes, they had gone into a facility that a group of people were utilizing to travel between worlds. And the facility was already previously checked out by the Mercenaries of Mischief, but as so frequently happens, the Warlocks had to go in and clean up. There were some things missed after a hasty run through with a special guest. And they found a secret room, and they proceeded with all of the care and care.
You're just
and
rude now. This is just rude.
That you would treat a secret room full of unusual artifacts. It was just like midway through that Aliens prequel, Prometheus. Yeah, it was the midway point of Prometheus, but too many Warlocks, where everybody just ran in and touched everything.
Someone put on a cursed mask because he thought the audience told him to. I'm not sure if you did.
Not 100% on that, but you just needed an excuse. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you're
I was looking
audience.
for an excuse. That's the only reason I had. If they said no, though, I would have said no.
Last week's episode should have been called Bad Decisions. Let's just.
So Guy decided to pick up this lantern.
Yeah, bad decision.
And that lantern sucked the life out of him and produced some berobed spirit that then disappeared.
Oops.
And Richard put on a cursed mask, and he's occasionally hearing voices now. And
Not very different from what's usually happening.
And
Just a different
Penn
voice.
picked up some keys and shit. But Key3 didn't touch anything.
Nope.
Oh no, I picked up the wand.
Oh yeah, you picked up the wand.
Quite possibly the most dangerous thing of all, but at least it's not complete.
Yeah, it's not. It didn't suck the life out of her, or try to kill other party members or anything like that, or make her hear voices. So, net win.
You make it sound like it's such a bad thing.
It's really a matter of perspective. So, the party then decided that perhaps they should go looking for this thing that sucked the life out of Guy.
We
Because
decided that, did we?
yeah, you did.
Okay.
So you've done this, and in going to the other realm, into the ethereal plane, you've noticed that in the ethereal plane, this place is like somebody took a hammer to it. Reality was all laid out, clean and pristine, and somebody took a ballpoint hammer and just boom, 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 boom.
Mhm. Right.
And now there's all these giant cracks and dents in it. And that's what you're looking at right now.
And there's no sign in the ethereal of Mr. No Legs.
No sign at all. Just the spooky corpses that you guys found inside the building.
The stuff we see when we don't have Penn with us, eh?
Penn's gone?
Well, he's back inside inspecting those corpses to see what he can learn about maybe linking his undead knowledge to it.
He's pouting.
So,
Does this call for another round of face pokes?
No. So, do you think maybe that, like, sewing kit that we got might help with this?
That's certainly an idea.
I mean, yes.
You said there's 8 cracks, right? 8 strike points?
Yeah.
For 8 crystals.
Right.
I mean, we're clearly knowledgeable on all things. Very clearly.
Well, Penn.
No, I don't think we can say that with a straight face.
You gotta finish that sentence.
So I think we got to go back to the regular plane there, tell Ogbok to load up the cart careful like. And then we go back, I think, to the keep and find out what Calazar know about this kind of foolishness. Eh?
Yeah, and we should probably grab Penn.
I wonder if this is what our patrons were talking about?
The bigger problem?
Yeah. This
I don't know, a lot of my patron says is, scrub the floor, you're not doing it well enough.
Yeah, but then she spanked you with like a willow whip. I don't want to hear the rest of this story, eh?
No, it's mostly...
I think it was actually your patron that brought up the
Oh, she did.
problem.
I'm just complaining.
But yeah, they... I don't want already to deal with something that big, but I guess if that's what it is, maybe we should get ready, eh? Also,
Maybe
what
we
day
could
is
just
it?
Quickly sew it up.
Yeah, Cal, we talked to Cal for sure. I want to know, because Guy specifically said he wanted to be back at the keep on the day that the attack was scheduled to happen, because we didn't know about allies.
The attack is scheduled to happen tomorrow.
Okay. So yeah, we tell Ogbok to do his thing here. We go back, we talk to Calazar, we stay there till after tomorrow. And then we come back here and stitch the sky, eh?
Yeah. I mean, this seems like it's been around maybe for a little bit of time. A couple of days couldn't hurt.
Times are weird in this place anyway.
Yes, sure. This is generally my way of dealing with problems, but, seems weird you guys also want to sweep it under the rug until it becomes an actual problem.
Not so much sweep it under the rug as give it number 3 in a tier, like 1, 2, 3, eh?
Cool.
You see there, I make a 3 joke, you don't even get it, eh?
Oh, I got it. I very much got it.
I understand.
So back to the prime, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
That should be step 1.
Okay. So, you guys use Lady Bella to shift back. Penn asks to stay behind and continue his study.
Veronica.
Yeah, it is perfectly within your character to want to stay in this room full of things of many knowledges and learn stuff. So have fun, eh? Don't die.
You know,
And-
if something comes up, send us a message.
You've got
that one near your brain. I point to the one that Richard called the brain stabber last week.
Oh, yeah, no, that's... Like, if that's not a brain spike that takes over your body and then makes you infect other people, I don't know what the fuck it is.
All right, then. So he stays back and he's going to try and use his necromancy knowledge to figure this out. While you guys shift back to the prime material plane, you're greeted with just a cutting blast of cold wind. And where it was just kind of like a calm early winter's day, there was a bit of snow on the ground when you guys shifted. Now it is full-on winter storm.
I mean, we were only gone like 2 minutes. Eh?
Well, you guys looked around a bit too.
Oh.
I mean, this come out of nowhere. It's not natural, right?
And Ogbog is struggling to kind of get the carts together and get ready to head out.
You got that last room filled up out there already, buddy?
Yeah, we got everything done up, but it's going to be hell traveling in this storm.
You gonna make it okay?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we ought to take shelter tonight.
I mean, I can make a hole. A very nice hole, not one of those dirty holes you normally see.
All right, I've slept in a lot of holes, but there's a building right here.
Building.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I'm gonna make a hole.
We're all just standing there pointing at the building.
He's already digging.
Not digging, no, I'm communing with the green to make like a little hobbit hole.
Yeah, Lady Bella lands very quickly. She's not enjoying this. Lady Bella / Veronica lands very quickly. And
It's Belonica, I'm telling you.
Veronica is not enjoying this winter chill at all. The flames of her mane and her tail have died down a bit
It's just, okay.
Belonica?
in the
I like
face
that
of
even
this.
better. Oh. Okay.
Okay, girl.
Was it snowing in the
Go
ethereal?
inside.
No, you do not notice weather effects in the ethereal.
Okay. So, why the three of us, we can just go back now, eh? Come back tomorrow after they plow the road?
I guess you could just leave me here. I mean, that's fine. I guess. I mean, I don't want to keep you. You're probably very busy.
Well, does it look like Lady Bella could fly in this?
I don't.
Not in the prime material.
Ah.
She's not digging this place in the prime material. She's actually come inside with you guys. She's unhitched herself from the cart and left it outside.
Back hooves are also feet.
Can we just say
are
for
also
simplicity's-
fingers? Yeah, that's what I
Can we
meant.
just say for simplicity's sake that I did it, seeing her begin to shrivel?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
I mean-
well, I guess the army needs a safety blanket for the night. I guess we're staying. Yeah?
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, this
We are
place has
leaving
got a lot
like
of
before
weird.
dawn. I'm telling you, though, eh?
I want to get out of here as bad as you do, man, because this is not a.
But Bud, use your words and be honest with us. Do you want us to stay?
This place is really weird, and I don't want to be here. I don't know magic stuff. You guys know magic stuff.
In no unsimple terms, yes or no, do you want us to stay? Otherwise, we're leaving.
Please stay here.
There we go.
I
God.
mean, this isn't
pulling
going
teeth.
anywhere, so I guess heading back and talking to Calzar can wait till the storm's over.
This better not be the unseelie, I swear to God.
The
Guess
what?
nothing can move in this, I guess.
The unseelie. There are two fairy courts. There's the Seelie and the Unseelie. One is in charge of summer, and they're all nice and they look beautiful and all that shit. And then the other are the
they're open
Unseelie.
things.
Yes, and then the other are the Unseelie, which are the horrifying monsters of the Fae. They control winter. So, as long as it's not that, I should be fine.
Well, this winter looks pretty uncontrolled to me.
I swear to fucking God, Oberon, if you're here now, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. And then you see Richard trying to light up a cigarette and failing to several times because he's in a windy area. Shit.
Maybe we ought to get away from the doorway.
Guy, just before we walk back inside, turns around and looking around. I don't like this. There's only one way I can tell if it's magic. I cast Dispel Magic at the storm.
Okay.
Just to see if, even for a second, one area of it ceases to be. Right?
It is.
How to do this without revealing whether or not it is.
This whole thing has fallen at the first hurdle. Okay.
Dick of the night of the word, and we're not even a half an hour in.
You son of a bitch. Okay.
I'm sorry. If I see Guy dispelling magic, I'm going to put on my mask of seeing all things.
The one with no eye holes in it?
No, the one with
Oh, the other one. Okay.
Not
hard
the new
'cause you
mask.
collect
That
masks
actually doesn't
now.
do anything.
that one's in a bag somewhere. It's pissing me off.
All right. So, number one, Guy, your dispel magic does not dispel anything.
Okay. I still don't like it. Go inside and start draping stuff over the doors and stuff.
Yeah, you can cast it, but
Oh.
it's like you pitched the spell out, but it didn't catch on anything.
Perfect. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to, yeah. It's like a sonar ping for magic.
Yeah.
Ping. Nothing.
And with the glasses on, what you do see is it's just kind of the whiteout from the blowing snow. It's just a message that says no detection, conditions not ideal.
Take off the mask. Fucking use this piece of shit.
Why didn't you pull that out when we were looking at the stuff in the room?
Because I kind of forgot I had it.
Ah.
Full honest answer.
I'm the only one in this room that can't see shit magically.
Oh! I'll go out and look at the storm with Eldritch sight.
It's just like
I didn't really mean it that way.
you got that thing. It's like, oh yeah, right.
I always forget.
Yeah. And who
You
forgets
gotta
stuff
burn him,
now?
not you.
It's both of us.
Well, shit. All right,
Hi,
so
charisma.
you're looking with Eldritch sight, and make a perception check for me.
Let's see how bad I suck at this.
Optimism.
Decent.
Hey!
You're looking through the storm, and as you're kind of scanning the horizon with your Eldritch sight, you feel like you see something radiating in the distance, like way deep in this storm.
Cool. Okay. So something's there. I don't know what. It's a ways away, so hopefully it goes not.
Stays a ways away.
Yes.
Cool.
I have to keep an eye on that day.
Well, I would prefer not to have to keep ducking outside. I'm quickly going to become buried.
Yeah, it's already like, for you, Keithy, it's already like waist high. Like it's.
I'm just gonna very quickly pick Keithy up out of the snow, just because she's.
But
I
you
understand.
can
you're-
levitate and make fire. I don't understand how the snow is a problem.
I'm kind of on that area too.
You're like
as
a
I'm just
snowplow.
holding her in the air.
Yeah, I just don't like to levitate all of the time.
Grandpa always said, keep your feet on the ground.
Gotta get those steps in.
I thought it was a halfling who was afraid of heights.
I don't know, but like 30 feet isn't very much.
So you're back in. Wow, we're here for the night.
Yeah, looks like it. And then
What the hell we are going to do in this boring place for like 8 hours?
well, we could always take a look around and see if we missed anything else.
I mean, we could play cards.
That.
No takers? Cool. Let's go around looking for shit.
There was a quote somewhere we saw last week, something about her or him or whatever this statue thing is in front of us.
Yeah. Nope, that's not the right note. Asiak the Planeswalker, which was what was written at the bottom. I wonder if maybe there are any more stuff in here that...
Well, I'm going to go into the kitchen and see if there's anything that I can maybe scare up for some food. There was nothing useful in there, so we didn't take anything, so...
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I suppose if they didn't take anything, maybe we can poke around and see what's in there.
I want to start checking out this statue.
Okay.
Yeah, just poking around and seeing if any bits move or if is the pedestal different material from the statue? Does it look like that would open or anything like that?
Okay. Give me a kind of check for that.
Investigation kind of a check?
Dealer's choice.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll take investigation.
You're going to do investigation on that? All right. Well, you're 14, so you're looking it over. Key 3, where are you going? You should have full control of yourself here again.
I am going to go into the kitchen and look around.
Ogbog.
I'm assuming I can't go into this room full of blood.
Yes, you can. All that stuff's been moved out of the way.
Oh, I
It's just
can.
an old
Cool.
map. Yep.
Just going in there.
That was the entrance into the downstairs. That was where they found the dead Displacer Beast.
You come through the door just in time to see Penn licking the blood off the floor. Oh, sorry, you weren't supposed to see that.
He's still in the ethereal. He doesn't even know about the storm. So, Guy, as you're looking at this statue, and it ends here, right?
Yes,
like
that's right.
The head ends here, and it's got horns
right.
coming up the side. You're looking at it, and as you're inspecting it over, just for a moment, it looks like it smirks.
I whisper up to it, you know, when you smile, it don't make it all the way up to your eyes, eh?
And then there's nothing.
I thought it was faceless. I am...
From here up, right? That's why I made the...
Yeah.
There's nobody around. I reach out and tickle it. Right in the ribs.
All right. Nothing.
I feel like at this point, I would have just gotten a crayon and made some eyes.
There's no place to put them. It's like from there up, there's no skull.
Oh, I thought it was just like a blank slate of nothing.
No, it's from here up. There's nothing, and there's just two horns.
And the two horns come out.
Cool.
Like
I misheard you the first time. Then.
How tall is this thing?
It is
people height.
It's taller. It's a rather large statue. It's about 10 feet tall.
Okay, I'm going to climb the statue and stick my hand in where the rest of the head would be.
Okay.
See if there's anything there. Continue a long line of bad decision making in this building.
All right. So while Guy is doing that, Keith, are you going to go into the kitchen with Ogbog?
Yes.
All right. So Ogbog's rooting around, and it's deep in here. And he's like, It's more rotten stuff. Check some of those cupboards and see if there's anything good in there.
Okay, I'll open the cupboard.
All right. So, Keith, when you open the cupboard, we're going to check in with Richard.
So many cliffs. There's cliffs everywhere.
I'm setting shit up. Richard, what are you doing in the bloody room? This room is like bloody and scorched and destroyed, and it has a stairway leading down. It also has bits of wreckage and things. They didn't really go through this place because they assumed most everything in here was destroyed.
I'm going to look at what I think is a collapsed painting.
Okay.
Right over here. Just kind of pick it up. Try to wipe, but ultimately just smear more blood on it.
As you pick it up and start to wipe things away from it, it appears to be a picture of some kind of nobleman sitting, in this pose. And as you take a closer look at it, it very suddenly turns and lunges out at you, and the canvas of the painting lashes out and wraps around your neck, and this face turns into a rotting snarl, a horrific visage. At the same time,
and I just try to push it back into the frame. No, back.
At the same time, Key3, when you open the cupboard, it is full of severed heads of people you know.
Oh,
no. Guy, as you climb up to the top of the statue and put your hand in between the horns, the chandelier above you detaches one of the chains and swings down at you.
Okay.
I need you to make a dex save.
Sure. My +0 dex save. Yeah, it's not bad.
All right.
Probably not good enough, but it's not bad.
Like it might nick you.
Like how my voice went up there at the end, like I'm not afraid.
No, man. You take 5 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to also make an athletics check to land on your feet when you are knocked off this statue.
Athletics. Oh dear. All right.
All right, you do all right.
Yeah, but nobody sees it, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, so Richard, after this painting attacks you and you go to push your hand back on it, you just touch a flat canvas again, and it's back to normal.
I'm pretty much going to take out, I'm assuming I have charcoal or something of some kind, because I'm a pyromaniac and insane.
I know exactly what you're doing. And we'll get back to that. So Key3,
just devil horns and a mustache.
Upon opening this and seeing all these severed heads,
I immediately slammed the cupboard back closed and turned to Ogbok and go, no food. Nope.
What's the problem?
Lots of heads.
And Ogbog goes over.
Heads were they?
They were like friends and family and people you knew.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And he goes over and he's kind of cautiously pulls the cupboard open. Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And he pulls out a sack of beans.
Look back in the cupboard.
It's got rice and beans and other sacks of non-perishables.
No, that
grains.
But that.
What are you talking about?
I saw those were heads. Just a second ago.
And you guys hear the sound of a snapping chain, a rumble, and some commotion in the front room.
I'm turning and running back.
After I finished drawing on this. Just if you do this again, then you'll at least look fucking silly, you jackass. So then I walk out.
Yeah.
Kind of carrying the painting, going, "Gee, look what I did."
When I hit the floor right in front of them, I look up at her. Before you tie somebody up, you're supposed to ask permission. The safety word, it's pineapple. And I climb her and grab both horns and kiss the statue.
You can't, because the head has been knocked clean off.
Oh, where'd
the
you go?
chandelier.
Right, like, put my head in between the horns, looking over the back to see where it went. As far as I'm concerned, this statue just flirted with me. So,
And the chandelier that was holding up the lights in this place is just swinging on 2 chains now, back and forth in the room, and Guy is trying to smooch the statue.
yes,
That's
What?
what you're
you guys
seeing.
burst in.
What happened? What are you doing?
I'm on the date.
You do. Oh. Okay.
Okay, why are you rattled this bad?
Okay, it's weird with both of you watching, and I jumped down.
I just like hallucinated or something that the beams with heads.
Oh, that thing
Classic
tried to kill me.
Tuesdays.
I pointed the staff above it. You, Richard? Something happened to you?
Oh yeah, this weird painting tried to jump up at me and grabbed me around the neck, and I just tried to push it back into the painting, and then, it stopped, and it just was a painting again. So I drew on it because it was being a dick.
So let's reinstate the buddy system for tonight.
I like the buddy system where we all go back to the friggin' keep.
Well, I don't want to leave Agbak here alone.
Speaking of which, hey, Ogbach, you see any weird shit while you are here?
He comes running out, and he's got a pot in one hand. He's like, well, I mean, these aren't the best beans I've ever seen.
Okay, given what we saw, I'm going to take that as a no.
Oh right, you guys needed food. I shove a leg as far into the stone as I can because it's a decrepit thing.
Right.
Moss and grass are growing around it in the cracks.
Not here, because it's kind of it's into the rock side, and it was a more or less sealed building until recently.
Then never mind. It's not going to work.
I guess we don't
I
need a
wanna
fire.
look
We
at-
got the horse on flames, eh?
I already fired up the stove.
The stove?
Yeah, there's a whole kitchen back there.
No, I mean, like, how old is this place, and why does it have things that are this modern?
Like a wood-burning stove.
It's not a self-cleaning Kenmore.
I want to look at the chandelier and see if it looks like it was just age that it broke, or if somebody messed
Be
with
careful,
it.
that thing bit me. Eh? Big welt down the side of my shoulder and across the
Oh,
bottom. Like
Keyfree's like,
front of my
oh
neck.
man, something's going on here, and you fucking goons. You're just like, man, funny painting.
Yeah, it's par for the course.
It kind of is.
The only other sane person is in the other room reading books.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick a hole through this painting while we're at it.
Take that. All right. Yeah, you destroyed the painting.
Just snobby rich dick.
Key 3, give me an investigation check to look at these chains. It looks like it was just unhooked.
I don't like this.
Why?
It's not like it just broke. Like maybe it was done on purpose?
But it's different in another way too, eh? You just saw something, and you just saw something, right?
Yeah, but it had a physical effect.
And it went back. It's not like a chandelier.
That's it, right? Like, it went back to normal, and yours went back to normal. This is still hanging like this. It's different, eh?
Guy, have you dated any ghosts and pissed them off? That would explain quite a bit.
Define piss them off.
Dumped them in a horrific way that scarred them forever and made their suffering on this unmortal coil all the worse.
Neither confirm nor deny your report, eh?
Cool. I blame Guy for
But I
all
don't think
this.
this is her. Edith? Not her,
Ogbok
definitely.
is just looks at you sideways. Oh, I'm going to start the beans. I'll put some rice in there too. We'll make a thing of it. I'm no cookie, but I'll do what I can.
Oh, yeah. Here's a pepper. It's like, reach into my sack.
Oh, perfect. I'll put that all together.
It's like a dried pepper. And if anyone asks why, it's... Sorry, and no, I just look at them. Before you ask why, I'm a tree person. I grow a lot of vegetables. Cinch up the bag.
How many vegetables grow on trees?
Not very
You know what does grow on trees, though? Nuts.
I don't want any of Richard's nuts.
No, or my legumes.
So, what
Doesn't
you
really
figure
seem like
you
anyone
guys the
wants to eat.
safest room in here is, eh?
Uh,
I mean, probably not the one full of blood.
unless that is the safest because something horrible has already happened in there.
There is a downstairs as well.
We were all alone when this
That was
happened.
where
Hang
your
on a
secret
second.
room was.
And I go bolting into this room because I just realized that we were all alone when this happened to us. So I bolt into this room by myself to see if anything happens.
Okay.
I see the painting with the
Buddy
horns
system.
and the...
Oh no, I took
painting
that
that's-
out. I took
So you
that
took it
out.
with you, okay.
Buddy system. Yeah, he destroyed the paintings. So you go back in and the painting's wrecked on the ground and everything's covered in blood.
It's an experiment, Key 3. I'll be back in a minute.
Make a perception check for me.
Oh, wrong guy for the job. Yeah, there you go.
Like, fuck
I
off,
pop a
ghost.
stitch on my suit.
It was normal to you.
Yep. Okay. And I come back out. It's just you, buddy.
All right.
Well, I didn't mean that, but this should be fun.
Just kind of walk back in, and I go, Keithree, don't worry, I'm not alone. I have Atkinson.
Not a real buddy.
Close enough.
It's a staff. It's not a real
It's a
creature.
The stick is not your friend.
All right. Also, give me a perception check.
Okay.
One of us is bound to see something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, there you go.
You hear the sound of glass breaking downstairs.
Cool, guys, I'm going downstairs. Come if you want, but I'm not pressuring.
I'm just gonna walk past Guy and grab his hand.
Your
and,
buddy
like,
system?
start
Yeah, here we go.
dragging him
Okay,
downstairs.
for sure.
And I
I
make my
ripped my
way.
sleeve. Look. I'm still totally not paying attention.
I'm assuming this is where the stairs are.
Yes, that's where they are. It's kind of like a hidden passage, but you can take it downward.
This is down where the secret room was, right? We're heading back
Yes,
down
it
there?
is.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring you over there right now.
I'm just gonna kind of turn to them. Some asshole is breaking glass. This is a
Yeah,
nice
you
place.
know what was inside all the broken
Oh.
glass? Yeah, all the glass. Buck, you emptied this room yet?
We didn't empty the secret room.
There were things in the glass.
It was
You know
full.
how-
For sure, some of them are not in the glass anymore.
I mean, does anyone remember when I said just set fire to the room? No? No one? I feel
Yes.
like I was right.
No.
So you guys remember like a week ago, and I run away because I said I got no spell slot. Guess what? I don't run away this time, but I don't got nothing I can do. Eh?
Here,
Still got
Guy,
no spell slot.
here,
No,
Guy.
I
I just hand him a pointy stick. If something
Magic-
comes, just do the stabby
I
stabby.
magic the storm earlier. I kind of. Oh wait a second! And I looked down at the pearl of power. Nope, that's shot too.
Okay, great. Awesome.
I mean, do we
I
want
bring
to
up
risk
the
a-
rear, eh?
Do we want to risk a
Yes.
nap for 30 minutes?
No.
I pull out the mason faces and dust comes off the thing.
Guy, Richard, as you walk up to there, a section of the pillar spins and there's jutting spikes, and you see the mangled corpse of Ogbok hanging off of the spikes with blood dripping everywhere.
This would hurt. This would worry me a lot more if we didn't just talk to him upstairs a few seconds ago.
And the moment you look again, it's gone.
Oh no, I don't break eye contact from it.
You just stare at it.
It's kind of with a bored expression of God.
Okay, to the rest of you, Richard is just staring at these spikes protruding from this pillar.
Buddy?
Yeah, no, there's a fake Ogbok stab down here.
No, it's just spikes.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a fake one. It's
Okay.
one I can. It's only one I can see. It's like where you saw the severed heads.
Oh dear. Okay.
This is just
great.
a bunch of.
So at the
Don't get
risk
too
of
far
sounding
away.
like I'm trying to run away, why we don't go upstairs and close the door?
I don't think
mean,
it matters.
The chandelier attacked you upstairs?
Okay, so better question, why aren't we back at the fucking keep already?
Because we need to look after Ogbok. And I just poke between the spikes at what is clearly nothing there.
You poke at it, and your finger becomes wet, and you pull it back, and it's covered in blood.
I'm just gonna kind of. Does anyone else see the blood?
I'm guessing we don't.
No.
Nope. Cool. Just kind of wipe it on my shirt. One more stain won't matter.
It's not there. It's not a stain.
Yeah. You know, if this was the first time I was having hallucinations, this would worry me a lot more.
Oh wait, hallucinations? Hold up, wait for me.
You didn't happen to, like, sneak something into our food, did you?
No, that would be a complete asshole move, eh? I'm a professional, I tell you before I dose you with shit.
Okay.
That's rude.
I mean, I didn't want to assume.
But you did.
be
And you know
honest,
what they
I-
say about assumptions.
To be honest, I did it once to a priest. I was only like 12 though, so it don't kinda count. But funniest service ever. He kept talking to a snake in the front row, eh?
And like Atkinson just like sneaks, suddenly makes himself appear and just, he doesn't mean you, Atkinson. It's fine.
So the secret room was attached to this room,
Which
the one that I pinged over here with the
Ah, that one.
Oh,
okay.
yes. Okay.
I'll just follow someone else. I could not see it.
I
Last door on the
take
left.
the lead. Moving down the hallway.
Oh, I can't let her go alone. Shit. Being brave, being brave, being brave. I don't like to be brave. I am being brave.
K3, hold back. And just kind of
Why?
go through the door first.
All right. Richard, as you go through the door first, you hear a spring. And I need you to make a dex save for me.
Can I just really quickly pull out my shield and try to tough it out?
You can try. You can definitely pull out your shield, but I'm still going to need that dex save.
All right. I've been rolling.
Save now becomes did you get the shield out?
Okay, so you put up your shield, and then the floor panel you're standing on groins and launches you backwards into key 3. Ha! Well, key 3, I need you to make a dex save too.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
sorry. I mean, I succeeded, but
Yeah, you did, but you
at
made the
wrong
mistake
thing.
of being specific.
I'm gonna put my shield away now.
So, Keith, you get out of the way, and Richard is thrown back into this pillar. But the spikes are engaged on the other side, so he's perforated, and he only takes a little bit of damage. 2. 2 bludgeoning damage.
I am going to activate Armor of Shadows.
I'm gonna walk forward with. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep my shield out, walk forward, and go. Okay, we're trying this shit again.
Maybe I should go first. This time, buddy.
Wiggle my fingers at myself, hoping some kind of residual magic makes armor that I don't have.
You're like, yeah, I'll do it too. Woo! Armor of plot.
I don't think I've got any of that left.
Armor, unresolved backstory armor. Okay, so who's going into the room?
Key 3 is because she's successfully convinced me to let her go first.
Okay.
Like, carefully try and step over wherever Richard stepped to not activate.
You can float.
I like walking.
It's already triggered, and it doesn't trigger a second time.
Great. All right.
And you can see a puddle has flowed out of this secret room, which was behind this shelf, and into the room.
What color is the puddle?
It's kind of a bright green.
Who
So
you
I
gonna
think-
call?
I think one of the
AKA
jars.
Square.
Weren't most of the jars like clear liquid because you could see the thing through it, eh?
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the liquid with Eldritch sight.
It's very it's not viscous. It has the consistency of water, and it has a faint green glow to it. And as you look at it with Eldritch sight, you can see not any magic at work in this, but you do see a faint bit of magic coming from what appears to be a forearm attached to a hand that looks partially decayed, almost like it belonged to a humanoid, but has been laced through with metallic mechanisms. And it's laying on the floor, surrounded by broken glass.
Instinctively, I look around to see if Penn can see it.
He cannot. He's still in the ethereal.
I'm gonna walk into the room as well at this point.
Well, I
if I'm
think
not already.
This broke the glass. I'm just gonna point down at.
So that's in this room, or that's in the secret
That's
room?
in the secret room
entrance?
is here, but I
Right.
don't have it drawn out.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So,
I'll just put myself here.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go.
so I don't think it broke itself. I mean, there was no earthquake to knock it over.
I'm gonna look for that weird brain spike thing. The sliver.
It's still there.
I'm gonna pick it up
Okay.
and put it on the ground, so it can't fall off something and break that way.
As soon as you set it on the ground, it begins to rattle in the case, and then all the other specimens begin to rattle in their containers around you.
Put it back.
And
put
you
it back,
all
put it back.
hear
Put it back,
this
put it back, put it
constant
back, put it
clinking.
back.
Like they're all tapping at the glass trying to get out all the specimens.
I don't know what you're doing in there, but stop, eh?
I put something on the ground.
No,
Put
put
it
it
back
back.
up.
Put it back. Put it back.
I pick it up and I put it back, and I'm just kind of in this pissed off. I'm going to kill you if you don't stop this.
I's fucking with you, man. Nobody else hears this but Richard.
Are you the voice in my head? I mean, dude,
Richard,
come
who are
on.
you talking
one
to?
of- One of the voices.
Oh,
Many
no, this-
voices.
This
Richard's the
asshole
guy
that's-
in the in the scary movie that everyone thinks is insane.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Oh no, this asshole that's resided in my brain.
You?
He only talks every now and then, and he doesn't respond to anything I ask.
You're conscious?
Yeah, that might be it.
I don't think he's got one of those, Key 3. I really
No,
don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of had to kill it years ago, but that's something else.
I suspect when you look in that part of his brain, all he gets is like an echo.
It's more like a severe headache. I can hear what you're saying
from the other room.
I'm gonna poke my head in the secret room and look around and try and figure out if anything's been misplaced.
The glass tapping gets violent and more aggressive, and the glasses all begin to rattle on their shelves, all the jars and
Like
containers.
how far is everything?
I'd
How far
take a
away is
step
everything?
Back out?
Like in this room, is it like a 10-foot room?
It is a 15-foot room, but 5 foot on each side is taken up by these shelves.
Cool. I'm gonna say screw it and destroy everything. Mostly because I can do. Where is it? It's Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
What? From outside, you. What is your plan?
The bad one.
I'm gonna do a thing.
I'm gonna do a thing. Don't do the thing.
Okay. So you do Arms of Hadar in this room.
I think it's more like Roots of Hadar, but yeah.
Yeah, like Roots of Hadar. Okay.
I'm gonna walk as central to the room as I can to get as much as I can.
Okay. Right there?
Yeah.
Going to let them all out at once.
That's why I said it's a bad idea. But no one seems to stop me. No.
If we stopped you every time you had a bad idea, we'd never get anything done.
Okay, so you said, screw it, I'm stopping this. It comes up. These vines come up. They crush all of the containers, shattering glass everywhere. And these parts and pieces of specimens all leap at Richard.
They should be crushing the specimens as well, just saying, because
2d6, just enough to break all the glass.
it's not
We
just.
get
It
5
shouldn't
points.
just be enough to break the glass. It's 2d6 and 1d6. It's 3d6.
Look, between
Oh no, it's 4d6. What?
between shattering the glass.
Oh no, that's
and-
supposed to be a 6. It's a 9 total, not an 11.
Yeah. Okay, so
Something went wrong.
So with your 9 total damage, it does shatter all the containers. Some of the specimens are too quick for the vines. Let's figure out how many.
Okay, Sorry, just as I see them slipping out of the vines, I'm immediately making myself as thorny as possible.
Okay.
So many dice. How do you even have that many d20s?
I used to run a game shop.
Right, I keep forgetting.
All right, so and when I do the when I do the paid DM gigs, I generally assume my players don't have dice. So I always
Sure,
bring it.
yeah, I show up with 6 sets of dice.
Yeah, right.
And watch
Okay,
them argue
so-
over the sparkly blue ones.
4 specimens make it through.
Better not have been the fucking sliver jacket.
And then they attack you.
If they're doing physical, you gave me like a thorny spiked buckler kind of thing before,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it covers my entire body.
Right.
So I'm doing that. Just
Okay.
saying. Because I've
Does-
never really used it successfully.
Does 16 or 17 break your AC?
Actually, I put the shield back up. So 16 or 17?
Yeah.
It does not.
Okay. So you manage to shrug it off as all of these things loose to attack you, and they end up impaling themselves on the spikes, and you're surrounded by this room that's, now it's a big puddle in here, and there's all these kind of twitching items on the ground.
I'm
that have been
imagining like 1 or 2 are
squeezed.
twitching on.
Yeah, some of them are wrapped up in the vines, some are
Oh, no,
twitching
like-
on the spikes, and some are
Yeah.
twitching on the ground.
Richard, what did you do?
I'm just going to walk back out kind of with creatures still twitching.
No!
I'm imagining like one stuck to my face. Just going, I broke things.
I'm just going to chill
There's
touch.
no way now to figure out what the fuck happened. eh?
And,
They were all shaking and spazzing out. It's just,
Richard, you got a close look at that sliver piece. Do a perception check for me.
I mean, they were dead when I checked it the first time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I was there.
What the hell today, game? I love you.
That piece that's labeled sliver, it's larger now than it was the first time you checked on it.
Things were growing in there, just easier to kill it.
Maybe let us know before you do.
That's why I told you all to leave the room.
We were already out of the room.
I'll say it again. You can close doors, eh? They like close, and then you put like a little piece of wood underneath them and they don't open.
So, with the destruction of all of these things, in addition to like various speckles of like multicolored blood that have been splattered all over
Penn is going to be
Richard,
so pissed.
there are some puddles of this kind of like bright fluorescent viscous fluid from some of the specimens that were destroyed, and they're on you.
I'm going to ask if this is going to really fuck me up. Does any of it get absorbed into the root system?
I don't know, does it?
That's something he didn't even think about.
Well, I was going to go another way, but we'll do the root system. Yeah, a little bit.
Cool. Do I grow a little bit?
No.
Am I going to die slowly?
Your eyebrows, however, come out in tiny spikes. Start stabbing you in the forehead.
Make a Constitution save.
Cool. Constitution save. Not horrible.
All right, so that happens.
Got some stuff on you, buddy.
I just like shrink all the spikes back into me all at once, just watching everything fall from me.
Is there anything still moving?
I look at one of the things that I'm still assuming one or two of them are still kind of wriggling around.
No, they've all stopped at once. The moment you retract the spikes and everything lands the ground, the moment the last piece hits the ground, all movement stops and it's completely quiet again.
What the hell?
I swear to God, it's either fairies or ghosts, and I'm going to kick one of their asses. Anyone brought any iron?
He's going like full commando mode. He's like, I need iron and salt.
I mean,
giant slugs.
And I pull out the wand that I picked up. I think this is iron at the end.
Cool. If we see a ghost, hit it in the face.
So,
I'm not knowledgeable about many things. I'm knowledgeable about this stuff.
so now we close the door.
Yeah.
You know, there's a saying about barn doors and bolted horses. Just trying to remember how that goes. As I close the door after he's blown up everything inside it.
You're wasting a metaphor on Richard. He doesn't know this one. I don't know. What do they say?
I'm just gonna prestidigitate the gunk off of Richard.
Okay. Clean, clean, clean. One has, as you start to prestidigitate that stuff off of him, you notice one piece won't prestidigitate away. It's on the wooden portion of his leg, and it's this patch of this green goo, and it seems to have soaked into the wood.
Buddy, you got a stain that's not coming out. That's not good.
Damn it. Reach into my sack, just grabbing woodcarver's tools and just grabbing a saw. Okay. And I liked this leg.
Maybe not so rash. I'm gonna look at it with Eldritch sight.
There is a faint magical tinge to this.
Yeah, it's you got some magic on you.
I got an idea, but I'd like to be like 119 feet away when I do it, and I pull out the Wand of Wonder.
What are you doing with that?
I'm going to shoot his leg, eh? I figured there's like maybe half a 1% chance something good happen.
I mean, haven't 2 times you turned yourself invisible with that?
Yeah, and then I make some people go slow, and then they almost kill us. But I learned from my mistakes. Hey, I want to be far away.
Now I understand how Penn felt when I left you guys in that village.
That boy not ever going to be the same. Eh? All right, and I put it away.
Where does this green stuff, like, did it seem to come from the jars?
It splattered on him while he was doing his his vines of Hadar in the room.
I'm going to rename that right now. It just save us all some time.
I don't like this. Maybe you should go check on Ogbok.
And at that moment, Ogbok yells from upstairs, "Beans are done!"
Oh, convenient time.
Yeah, let's go have some beans. I'm looking at this like vaguely glowing leg.
Maybe we should like barricade the door as we go up.
I mean, are you sure I shouldn't just cut it off? I can grow another one.
Yeah, you should cut it off.
Cool.
You know
thanks.
what I could use? A little triangle. Hang on, wait. Maybe like an ankle first. I need just a little piece, like a triangle about that high in the back that come to a point.
And the arm too, just to be safe.
No.
I like the way that man think, eh? But first, I need a wedge.
You can't hear him. You can't hear him. He's the only person that hears him is Richard.
Oh, I thought this was Ogbok yelling from downstairs.
Oh no,
No.
this is the voice
this
of
is
Richard's
Masked
head.
voice. Okay, sorry, I
This is
take it
the-
all back.
Caribbean gentleman. Caribbean sounding gentleman. Leg maybe, arm no. You're being a real dick, brain dude.
Are you gonna die then?
Yes. I know.
I'm just gonna look at Guy and be like, should we be concerned?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, yeah.
All the time you should be concerned.
You don't put harmless thing in a jar in the basement hiding behind the wall. Eh?
I'm just grabbing woodcarver tools and trying to cut the part of me that has soaked the thing in out.
Okay. As you carve at it, it seems to go deeper. Make another Constitution save.
Cool. Lovely.
You're making it mad. I like that.
What is up with my rolls today? They are.
I don't know, man. This is the best you've rolled in like all of the episodes. Usually by now you're unconscious.
I know, right?
I want to try speaking in awakened mind to Richard.
Okay.
Like, hey, buddy, is it just you in there?
No.
Anybody else in here with you?
You gotta stop telling people about me. They're gonna think you're nuts.
They
Kiefer,
already think that!
You don't hear it, Keith.
Oh, okay. Well.
I will take my dagger and jam it under the door like a wedge
Okay.
to that secret room, so we'll at least hear the screeching of metal on the stone if somebody pushes it open.
Very well.
Saying a bunch of things.
Go have dinner in the creepy hallucinatory mansion. Yay.
Well, we could have it down here with the green slime.
I'm very close to just casting all sorts of weird magic on my
fine.
leg. Let's see what happens.
Down to one.
Magic.
Like, okay, let's see how this works. And Fairy Blast.
Who likes spell slots?
Oh no, this is Eldritch. This is just Eldritch Blast over and over again.
Oh,
Okay, so you guys going upstairs?
Upstairs for beans, I guess. Yeah.
Sorry. In my brain, I'm just considering, like, I open my bag and I look at the black steroid that's in there, and I go, would this counteract this?
You don't. Wait, do you have one?
I do.
Damn it.
Who gave him one? That makes
Why does he
no
have
sense.
that?
That
No,
makes
there's a-
no sense.
We have a vial of it in the cart.
We grabbed a couple vials.
We did. No, we
Yeah.
did. We did.
Either way, I'm just.
I've
Gee's
been
just
holding
watching
on to this
Richard.
for ages.
Yeah, he's just watching Richard for signs of excessive insanity, like normal. It's a
Just
hard,
waiting
it's a
to
hard
see
call, but he's
If
watching.
this
it.
gets worse,
Yeah,
this exceeds regular Richard levels. These projections are way beyond. All right.
Projections are way beyond. I mean, he's already at like a 99%. Now he's at like 102.
So if
How
we
much
go
of a-
upstairs, we can go have beans with Ogbog in this completely normal place
yes,
where nothing weird
Completely.
happens.
reasonable place.
Uh, okay.
All right. So Ogbog has laid out some silverware and some table placements, whatever he could scrounge together, and he's kind of laid out some plates for you guys.
I'm going to quickly walk over to the stove if there's still any embers or fire going on. Just stick in a file from my woodcarver's kit. Pull it
Okay.
back out. Push it into the green goop thing.
Okay.
After heating it,
Okay.
just watch for reactions.
Make another Constitution save.
Awesome. You know I'm waiting
And
to fail.
apparently, we both walked out of the room while he's doing this. No, you were over here too. We were all together. We get to see this.
It gets bigger and then fades from sight.
Hey, it's gone! This is way worse, though.
So he's just got his syringe jammed in his leg.
Not even. It's just a red hot file stuck in my leg. Like, I don't
Fixed
have a
it.
syringe.
I fixed it. I'm a doctor now.
Guys, I fixed it. I'm an arborist.
Well, that makes sense. You know, looking at you.
So the food that Ogbog was able to put together is not super great, but I mean, it's edible. It's good
I'm gonna
enough.
Take a bowl of it out and put it in front of the statue.
Okay, the head of the statue is still laying on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it was
in
knocked
that
clean
case-
off by the stat.
That's
by the
right. I
chandelier.
forgot. I put down the bowl and I take the head and put it in the bowl. Like, lips down in the bowl.
Okay,
This thing smiled at me. I'm getting a reaction out of it, damn it.
but did it really?
Probably not. Guy thinks it did. Guy thinks he's charming.
Yeah,
he just
no, he's all
charmed
over
a
it.
statue into liking him.
And that's the real deal. So this place has been mostly picked over. They've taken most of the specimens out of here, but there's still the desks and tables and everything in this place. And there's also a lot of there's like coat of arms on the walls, hanging weapons and crossbows and things. None of them look particularly, most of this stuff is like decorative. But after Ogbog kind of sets everything up and goes to sit down to eat, make a perception check. Anyone here?
I almost did, but Guy's not looking.
11.
11,
17.
17. Key3, you see the kind of racked decorative weapons behind Ogbog rattle and then disconnect and come raining down on him.
Ah! You can, but yeah, get out of the way.
No.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll give him advantage with your warning. Okay, yeah, he does.
Yay, Ogbok lives.
Ogbog jumps out of the way and these things clatter to the ground. Whoa!
Ah,
That was weird.
So you still got your heart set on staying in this place, or how about we spend all night in the wagon in the blizzard instead, because it sounds safer than this shit?
Maybe.
It wouldn't be safer in the ethereal, would it?
I don't
For
know.
us, yeah, but we can't take them all. Eh?
How many are here?
It's just Ogbog. He was taking the last cart.
Oh. Well, he can come with us. We'd have to leave that cart here.
well, and I wonder if
Come
maybe
back.
something's lurking in the ethereal affecting this.
That's entirely possible, too. We should have a look. Eh?
You guys are the magic experts. If you guys know what's going on, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of things, but I'm not real perceptive.
We've got Lady Belladonna just in the other room, eh?
Yeah.
We
And
can
I'm-
just pop back.
Yeah. Veronica!
Guess
I think maybe we go to the horse rather than having the horse come to the kitchen. Eh?
Yeah.
Still in the kitchen? Like, I have not been paying attention. I don't know what any of these rooms are.
So yeah, let's go pop into the ethereal, use the lady and pop across and then check these places out again. Yeah, we never did this on the inside, did we?
You did. That's where you found the smoky corpses.
Right.
Yeah. Those crispy guys that were just kind of floating.
Yeah.
So go over to
Oh, yeah.
Lady Veronica. And she kind of wakes up and
Keep moving.
Ogbok, you stay here completely unprotected. We'll be right back.
yeah, I'll just keep eating, I guess.
Why isn't he following us?
I picture him standing in the middle of the room with his bowl of beans, turning in a very quick circle and eating.
Yeah, it's just like, are you sure there's no room? Like, I could just. All right, so you guys all put a hand on Lady Bella Veronica, and
Veronica.
the all familiar sensation of transferring to the realm of the ethereal hits you all. I need everyone to make a wisdom save.
All right. Hey,
What the hell is it with me today? I love this.
look at us go.
Ogbok's gonna fail it though, isn't he?
Well, he didn't go with you guys.
Damn
all
it,
right,
Ogbok.
you all stay where you are, and Guy disappears.
Like we're in the ethereal, and
No, like you didn't go anywhere.
is Lady Bella still here?
She is, and she seems distressed.
Perfect timing. I'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm gonna look at my leg, see if that really solved my problem when I stuck a hot poker into it.
And talk mentally to Lady Bella and go, "What? Are you okay? What happened? Do you know where Guy went?"
I don't know. Something's interfering with my abilities.
Oh, that's not good. Has this ever happened before?
No, this place is unusual. This is very disturbing. And when Guy arrives, he takes one look around and realizes he's home and we're going to take a break right there.
And he didn't.
And he wasn't even here for it.
Oh, he's going to.
He's gonna be
He's
pissed.
gonna have some feelings about that, I presume. If you've got feelings about that, let us know in the chat. We'll be back after these messages.
The irradiated crops that giant farms do yield.
All right, quick head count. Everyone's still alive? Okay, looks like it. Let's get back into it.
Hello, and welcome back to Too Many Warlocks. When last we left our heroes, super spooky. Man, shit is crazy in here. And Richard's destroying entire rooms of specimens. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And, I mean, he's got this green stuff in his leg, but it went away. It's probably fine. I don't think that's...
Probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably good. And decided to go check on the ethereal plane. Went to your reliable horse, Lady Bella / Veronica, and tried to do a shift in the ethereal plane.
In the presence of a planeswalker. Oops.
But did not work. And he got sent somewhere else. So
Sure.
Richard and Keith3, you guys come back, and Ogbog is standing there looking at you. Where'd he go?
No idea.
Well, can you bring him back?
Maybe.
I don't like it here.
We don't either.
Reasonable.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sit in this corner
Smart move.
and eat my beans. Yep. He kind of crouches down. So, Guy,
Yes, sir.
you take a look at your surroundings and you are home.
Back in the City of Angels.
Yes, and you're not in any particular place in the city of Angels. You just kind of like dropped into the middle of it.
Okay, I need to know if I still have my warlock powers. I try to do Mask of Many Faces to make myself look female.
Okay. It works.
All right. Well, off we go then. Snap my fingers, and I use Mask of Many Faces to look like my father, stark naked. And I walk right down the middle of the street towards the castle. Hello, 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 everyone. Helicopter? Yes, helicopter. Back to walking up the middle of the street, looking just like my father, naked.
Oh, wow. And you are attracting a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And there are whispers, and people are getting gradually more upset.
Yep.
As this continues. And eventually, two large armored Aasimar arrive to collect you.
And as soon as I get close, I stop. I switch back to Guy. Hey, Ari and Larry, right? It's probably not their names. You guys were at the party? I'm having another one this weekend, eh? It's good to be back, eh?
They Their helmets belay no expression, and they just kind of turn and look at each other, and then turn back to you. And they point their staffs at you, and these spectral bonds wrap around your wrists. A process that you're familiar with over time now.
That's the second time today someone tied me up, eh? My lucky day. Of course, this time it's kind of my dad. That's kind of weird, eh?
And they wordlessly fly you forward towards the castle.
Hey, everybody! Hello, I am back, eh? Big party Friday night, same place as last time.
Boy, he's very brave-faced.
And I was just going to say the sweat is just running off of him, but I'm just using Mask of Many Faces to look like it isn't. Just...
So you are being taken upwards to the castle, and we're going to check back in with everyone else for a moment.
At this point, I've kind of sat next to Ogbok, and I'm eating a bowl of beans as well.
Keithru's just like pacing back and forth, and like occasionally stops and is like, maybe we should try like shifting to the ethereal again, see if that, brings Ski back or sends us where he is. Richard, come on.
Sure.
I'm gonna stay right over here.
You hold down the fort. You're doing a good job with your beans there. Put my hand on Lady Bella. I'm like, okay, let's try this again.
Good girl.
Okay, I'll do my best. And she goes to try and shift into the ethereal plane again. And I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
What? 9 hells.
Richard is killing it today. T32. It's like, and you're still stuck here.
Maybe 5 more times?
Wait, the statue, planes.
Oh, also, Richard, make another Constitution save.
Yep. Am I going to start vomiting chlorophyll blood?
Not yet. Okay.
No idea if that's a success or not.
Yeah.
Everyone type live or die into the comments. We'll see what happens.
Don't do that. You have no power here. Okay. We're doing that on the other show. Yeah, so this still isn't working. And Lady Bella Veronica, if you still have the mental link, she's saying it was the same thing. Something is here.
I did this before. I'm gonna go and like pick up the head of the statue and try I'll float up.
It's like geese, beans, and rice drip off of it.
Yeah, and try and put it back on, balance it back where it should be.
All right. So you put the head up and back into place.
And then just for good measure, I'm just going to look around the room with Eldritch sight.
You look around with the room with Eldritch sight, and you can see the cracks again. But they're bigger now, and there's gaps in between them.
Oh no. Okay. Well, something has made the cracks bigger. Okay. This is not good.
I'm gonna test something. I put my hand on Lady Veronica. Damn it. On Veronica. I did halfway, so take your victory. put my hand on Veronica and I teleport back into the prime, and then if I can, once more into the ethereal.
You never went to the ethereal. You're in the prime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try one more time with Lady Bella to.
Okay. Make another
Wisdom
saving throw.
I'm gonna fail one of these. I'm not.
Nope. Still in the same spot.
Have the cracks? I'm just gonna kind of look at Keither. Have the cracks gotten bigger?
Look with Eldritch Sight. Have they gotten bigger?
No.
No, so it wasn't us.
Cool. Worth a shot. Again?
Lady Bella's looking kind of tired.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe you
no. Would you like some beans? I understand
have
horse
some.
farts are the worst, but
in this enclosed space. And Richard and Keith, I need you to make a perception check for me. You guys hear a sound whistling in the wind outside, and it sounds like a horn, like a brrrr.
That's.
there's definitely zero chance I recognize any of this, right?
Probably not.
Good. And I'm pretty much just gonna open the door and walk out unafraid.
You push
Skittering
on the
after
door.
Richard.
You push on the door and it won't open.
I pull on the door.
And it is not a pull door.
I will make it one.
You live in Edmonton,
whoops.
you know what's happened here.
So you're going to try and break the door?
By pulling in the other direction. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Is it in athletics?
Yeah. Oof. So you're trying to rattle this thing open, and you break the hinges back a little bit, and as you do, snow begins to pour in from the crack.
And that's a bad nope.
No, I can't close it now. I've broken the hinges.
Yeah, but I don't. Keep the snow outside. No stays outside.
I try what will likely be in vain to close the door again.
Yeah, you kind of, but there's still like some snow going in, and that's going to create a snowdrift. And Lady Bella Veronica moves over to this corner now.
Standing right here, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like, there's not enough room for me to squeeze through, is there?
No, and it's basically like a wall of snow when you look through the crack.
And this is all rock, and there's no plant life whatsoever.
Nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of look at Keith. Yeah, all of my avenues of anything are kind of out. I can't commune with the green.
Okay.
The voice in my head is telling me to do stupid stuff. And yes, there's one in my head. I'm pretty sure it was the cursed mask. Anyways, apparently it did something.
Okay.
So
Putting a pin in that for now.
I can't really do
while we
much.
find Guy.
We're gonna need more pins.
It's like, oh, this is a lot to deal with.
At some point, I'm willing to bet Keith's notebook for Richard is just a beautiful mined corkboard with lots of strings attached to things. Kind of, he said this, and then
So
mean.
you start to hear this hum of rising energy. Like a coming
Around
from the
trying
basement.
To tell. Oh, from the basement. Richard, I think we have to go back downstairs.
Okay.
Maybe Guy's downstairs. Maybe, like he just shifted through the floor, and he's stuck downstairs and can't get through the door.
Yeah, that seems plausible.
You know, maybe one can hope.
So as you guys go downstairs, we switch back to Guy. Guy has been brought to the castle and immediately thrown in a dungeon.
The first thing I do is curl up in the corner and try and get a half-hour rest in, or an hour rest in.
Just like, come on, sluts.
But really, they throw me in there, and it's like I'm talking as they're leaving. Hey, you guys, make sure you come to the party for sure. Hey, yeah. Your wife says hi, and then I go and hide in the corner and try and rest.
Every 5 minutes, a loud gong sounds and it echoes throughout the place.
Yep. Did that happen when I was here? Is that just a timekeeping thing, or is this new?
This is a method that they're employing as a kind of correctional measure.
Sure.
They're going to try and break you down.
Sure.
And that doesn't work if you get to sleep.
No, okay. So yeah, I start singing. Dirty, filthy, horrible songs about genitalia and feces, and as loud as I possibly can out the window down the hall. Unless there's a window that goes outside, in which case I'm singing out that.
There is no window. This is like solitary confinement.
I will use Ttrpg to triple the volume and rattle it around this dungeon that I'm in.
You hear cries from other cells.
Don't worry, I will free you all once the revolution begins. And then I try and settle in and just waiting for somebody to come and get me.
Okay. Eventually, the sound of the gongs stop, and you hear the sound of multiple doors opening. And your father
faces to look like my mother. I was just gonna say before anybody opens the door.
And he doesn't open the door. He just looks at you through the bars.
Hey, Dad. And I move closer because I know there's a prescribed distance that he's supposed to stand from prisoners. So I'm closing that gap.
He lets out a heavy sigh. And then he says, restrain him. And they place their staffs, the guards place their staffs into openings in the cell and turn them. And the same spectral bonds lash at you from the walls and strap you to the back.
Yep, I held my wrist together like I was expecting to get handcuffed. So yeah, slammed to the wall.
Yeah.
Nice to see you too, old man. Still got the pink sword?
When you disappeared, I had hoped that you would either purge yourself of these tendencies or you would die.
You can't always get what you want.
You're out of strikes, my son. You can't be protected anymore.
Pull the trigger, fucker. It's what you do.
No, I just give the orders.
That's right. You don't even have the balls to do it yourself, eh? I saved more people in the last week than you killed personally in your whole fucking life. But go ahead and pass judgment, you shit. It's what you do.
Just silently stares at you.
I'm back to Guy by now, by the way. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Such a waste.
Yeah. You keep thinking that. How many lives you saved this month, prick?
I wish you could see the merits in the order we maintain here. But it's clear that that can never be. I wish I could say it was good to see you.
You know what I am. Full necrotic shroud.
Yes. And soon you will just be a bad memory, and I can begin to wipe the stain from the family. Leave
Good
him
luck
restrained.
with that shit. I'm quite a stain, eh?
And he gets them to leave you bound up and wordlessly walks away. And just before the doors close, you hear him shout back, "There's no getting away this time. Even if you escape, the Inquisitors are going to come for you now."
Tell them I said hi.
And the doors close. And the gongs resume, and you are strapped and bound to this wall.
I listened real hard for a couple minutes to make sure there's no guards outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
And if there isn't, I very, very quietly start to cry.
All right. Meanwhile, back in Crazy Town.
I wish that stopped reminding me of my family.
Oh, one more thing, if I may.
Sure.
No, that doesn't work. Hey, never mind. I was going to call Twitch, but I don't. I have to have a brazier and incense and all kinds of shit. So never mind. No.
Yeah. You're stuck. All right.
Basement.
So, go into the basement. Where's my page? There it is. And as you guys go into the basement, you can see at the far end of the hallway, through the doorway, there is light emanating.
I'm just kind of going that direction.
What was
Okay.
that room again?
The room at the very far end,
Yeah.
you were told that was where the portal was.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So
This is
something.
Richard is kind of putting some stuff together. And he's kind of he stopped being subtle. Which is, he's not going to try to be subtle.
Wait, hold that down.
I'm going to try to kick down the door. Or kick open the door.
Okay. The door kicks open.
Fey presence is beginning to just... It's beginning to leak, I think is the easiest way to say. Parts of it are just beginning to seep out of him.
All right.
And he's inside looking for the portal.
Okay. So when you kick the doors open and come inside here, what you see is where this circular table is in the middle, that's actually been disassembled and taken away now. But these two giant stone pillars at the end of the room, they're still glowing with this blue light. And they're humming with that energy. And you can see like a pinhole of blackness floating between them.
Don't touch that.
That is almost a little. That was almost going to be too late. I'm like right here.
It's just like.
Oh no, it's not that. It's just like about to like grab it fully in the hand.
Okay. As you get close to it, you can feel a breeze.
I'm gonna kind of motion for Keithley to follow, and I'm gonna walk between these pillars.
Do you walk through the little pinhole thing?
I would like to try.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what happens to Richard before I follow.
Okay.
That is a smart call.
All right. So, as you start to go to this thing, it begins to suck you in. But you're too big. So...
Yes,
Yeah.
the garage door.
garage door. So it starts to tear pieces of you off to suck into the hole.
I'm just kind of. There's not a grinning and bearing it. There's just simply bearing it.
All right.
Continuing the march forward. Because this is nothing.
So that is 12 damage, and there's a tiny pinhole in you by the time you've gone out the other side, and by the time it comes out the other side.
So I'm not doing that. Looking at these pillars, does there seem to be any kind of like power source or like runes or anything?
They seem to have been linked to where this table was, but it's been removed.
Can we I'm gonna yell for Ogbok really loudly and hope it echoes.
All right. He yells downstairs, "What?
Need you downstairs."
Are you sure?
If you don't get down here, I will feed you to Veronica.
I don't think that's really a thing, but okay.
She's a flaming horse. What do you know about it?
He comes downstairs.
How's the table set up before it got taken out?
Oh, that was the control panel for the duecky there.
And how exactly would we remake a control panel? Like blood and chlorophyll have kind of oozed out of the small hole.
Yeah. Oh, make another Constitution save.
Oh, cool. Ta-da.
Okay.
Want to know what happens?
and when you start to know about it, I will tell you. He says, I don't know. Most of the pieces are already at the keep.
Was it doing this before when you were taking the table apart?
This is new.
Would we be able to remake a control panel with stuff?
I'm gonna pull out the stone and call it MT1. Hey, MT1.
Actually, you pull out the stone and you use it, and there's static.
Okay. Well, we're on our own. This is great. Penn's not here. He's gone.
And you're stuck with a madman. Yeah, it all sucks.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I'm pretty much gonna have Ogbok describe exactly what the thing looked like. And I'm going to drop a few seeds. And just try to literally grow a control panel.
You need to make the mother of all Arcana checks.
Cool.
To reconstruct an interdimensional control apparatus from the description of a bugbear using wood.
Let's see if we can. I'm going to fail, but it's going to be fun. Yep.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of...
Just so you know, the DC was 103. So
Yeah, right? Like,
I would have had to have rolled a natural 20. I know
what
this.
kind of dice roll do I
I
give
don't
to
even
it?
think it.
not even. No way.
Yeah.
It's basically impossible.
I'm gonna go to the other end of the room, away from the glowing columns, and using the sword, try and cut an opening to the fire plane.
Ho ho. Okay. You pull out your sword, and it ignites.
Well, that's
And you do the all familiar move, and you slash, and the pinhole expands, and there's crackles of energy from the pillars.
And
it's
I'm letting you do this
swirling.
first.
And swirling, and it's pulling air into it, but it's not an entry to the plane of fire. It's like a kaleidoscope. There's slivers of various places that look unfamiliar to you.
So I
and
did this
one of
across
them-
the room, and that happened.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay.
I thought I was the one in trouble.
I'm going to madly try and undo.
Richard, since you're closer to it, you can see in one of the spinning slivers of dimensions the form that you've only seen Guy take on once, strapped to a wall and weeping.
I'm very much in a... Crap. And before Keith can try to undo it at all, I've run through and into this hellscape.
All right. I need you to make a check to hit the right spot.
Is this how Richard dies? Maybe.
And I need you to sell me on what ability you're going to use to do that.
Okay. Okay. I really have to think about this. 'Cause I'm no, it's like I'm trying to figure out something that makes sense. Whether or not I'm good at it or not is something different.
No, look, this is exactly this is why I passed the buck to you.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with survival.
Okay.
Just kind of using tracker's instincts and the knowledge of what it takes to track and hunt,
Okay.
which I'm going to put kind of just blanket into survival skills, has taught me in enough of a way to track something moving quickly and a little randomly and still manage to hit it or get through to it. I'm gonna do a survival check.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Like maybe half of me got there.
Oh, fuck.
The room I'm in, there's suddenly green again, brown wooden arm hits the floor. Oops.
So, Guy, while you're all bound up in this room,
Yep.
Reality shatters in front of you.
Wait a second. I need to do a stupid roll.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
And the top half of Richard flops down in front of you.
You're the rescue team?
Half of it. Well, a quarter at this point.
Yeah, you are at 5 HP, Richard.
Okay.
The good news is you no longer have to make Constitution saves.
The toxic part of using another plane.
Like where does it cut off? Like waist or?
Yeah, like from the waist down.
I might want that back later, but you know.
You can have, that's fucking epic scavenger hunt time. All right.
You know what? I'm not using that. You know what? I wasn't using that for its intended purpose, anyways. It's kind of, and I just start growing back limbs.
E3, this thing is still swirling and chaotic. It's like a kaleidoscope of worlds, and Richard's legs are laying on the other side of it, on the ground.
Ah! I'm gonna pick up the legs, and no, I'm gonna set them back down and look in, and
you can see it moving like the Wheel of Fortune. And you can see the one world where Guy is strapped up against the wall and Richard's torso is in there talking to him.
okay, I have no idea if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it.
Just throw the legs in. Don't risk yourself. Just throw the legs in.
And try and
Oh,
teleport myself into the where I
So-
see Guy and
With
Richard.
the legs or no legs?
No legs.
Cool.
Okay, so it's based on what you can see. So yeah, that works.
that works. That's brilliant.
I don't have
That's
that,
actually
so I
really
couldn't
good.
have done that.
So, and then Key 3 appears in the room.
I left your legs back there because I wasn't sure if I could bring them or not, and then also attach them. Are you okay? I don't have any eggs.
You know what? I'm just gonna, like, I slam a hand onto myself,
Okay,
and I cast. Where is it? Oh, it's in the other area. Plant growth.
okay.
And I just pretty much grow a wooden body. Pretty much all that's left of me is a portion of my here, and most of this. It's
So-
like a reverse. It's like Cyborg. I look like Cyborg.
Not yet.
Wood.
So it starts to grow out a bit, but something's messing with magic here in this whole travel thing. So it gets out a bit. So I want to describe this perfectly.
We need the
There is-
like baby legs Deadpool.
No, not quite. Not quite. More horrifying. So there's Richard's torso, and then at the bottom of Richard's torso, there is a tangle of roots and vines that move and carry his torso across the floor.
You know, if we can wait 10 minutes, I can get a lot better.
And the portal that they came through, is it still here?
It's still there, and it's crackling and blowing wind, and it shoots off bolts of electricity in various directions.
I may have done something stupid, but hey, do you look like you're not in a great situation?
Yeah, dude, you were crying. I mean, that's
I
partly why I
thought they
ran
were
like
talking
this.
about you. Yeah, my
Oh,
dad's
no, I'm talking
pissed,
about
eh?
you.
Oh, my dad is so angry at me.
What's that like?
Can we get you out of those things?
I don't know. You can make the magic go away, maybe. I can't do it.
I mean, literally, I need like, okay, 20 minutes now, and I can fix this.
Yeah, you look kind of silly, dude. I think stairs are going to be difficult, eh?
Not worried about that.
All right, so yeah, this is still swirling around, and he's still bound up. You can try to cut him loose.
Yeah, I'm gonna try with my sword, like, I don't know if it does anything.
You know, there's not many people I would trust to do this, eh? Not like I got a choice.
So I try cutting him loose
If I
with
try
my
to cut-
sword.
if
Do you
I
want
try
me to
to
make
cut
an
you-
attack?
Yeah, make an attack.
If I try, do I have to roll with disadvantage?
Well, you're not prone, but you are shorter.
Yeah,
You're
and
actually-
most of it comes from the legs. That's the issue.
Key 3, that's my ass.
Not your best swing. But it's been a tough day.
Nope.
Oh.
That's my other ass.
Between the two of you, you managed to cut him loose. Oh my god. Used up all those good rolls early on.
I know. So any ideas of how you guys are gonna get back through without that happening? And I point back to Richard.
I mean, okay. Someone kick me very lightly.
Kick Richard. Not very lightly.
Okay, how much damage do I take? This is an actual question I have to ask.
I'm not going to kick to do damage, but like
No,
enough
it
that
has to
it's-
be damage.
Well,
this
I'm
is
not
no-
kicking you hard enough. Like Key3's not going to kick you hard enough to do damage.
It's like, I need you to hit me.
Gee, I need you to kick me. Or punch me. You're not very strong. I believe in you. Kind of.
I'm over at the door trying to figure out how to get out of the cell.
I mean, seriously, no. Grab hands. I've got this.
What are you doing? Because
I've got-
last time you just said you got this.
I can teleport all of us as a giant cloud of smoke and mist. I need to take damage, though. That's non-negotiable.
The door locked to the cell.
It is very locked.
And I'm just kind of looking up at them because I've now shrunk to half height. Except for Keith, I'm imagining I don't have to look up nearly as high.
I'm not the shortest. Yeah.
Okay, not doing this. Not waiting. I grab Key3 by my real hand. I stretch out this plant growth is still doing some of its stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of just like a Spider-Man thwip. I just wrap a vine
Just
around
a
Gee.
vine, yeah.
It's like
And yeah, as he pulls me in, leaning out that little window, I will scream at the top of my lungs and thaumaturgy to triple it. No accent. I'll be back, you old prick. And then let him pull me in.
Yes, and then I stab myself. Very lightly. I will take 3 damage.
I stab myself as lightly as possible.
I mean, it's a D4, right? For daggers.
Yes. It is a
Oh
D4
no, it's just 2.
plus your proficiency bonus. Okay.
It's just 2.
Okay,
The
well,
proficiency bonus doesn't affect damage.
Okay, so
If it
there you
does,
go.
then my longsword attacks will be much more
All right.
fantastical. Yeah. Oh no, it's 4. You're right. It does have a.
Yes,
So I'm holding on by a thread, man.
All right.
I damage myself. I use Misty Escape.
Okay. And you
60 feet to an unoccupied space I can see.
and you can see it, and you
Yep.
misty escape.
Yes, and we are all invisible.
Excellent.
So Ogbok just is going to suddenly see kind of the legs move back. So something like the legs are suddenly dragged by an invisible force. Flipped over so that the feet are sticking up. And just kind of and kind of before it actually tries to rejigger itself. Rejigger. That's how I'm gonna phrase it.
Okay.
I remove the left leg, which is the wooden one, from the body, and then just reorient myself with it, letting
Okay.
the vines kind of pierce and wrap themselves around.
Just like try to hold something in place.
Yeah, and then I wait for 10 minutes and let my ring of regeneration do its thing.
Okay. Everybody's brought back into this world.
I got a
And-
6. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Oh, I could have rolled on. on the actual. I rolled a dice. Whatever.
So Ogbok isn't in the room anymore, and as you get back in, the portal behind you, you don't actually have 10 minutes. Because the portal behind you begins to basically shatter and then swirl. And it starts drawing everything into it.
Okay, I need.
And the room is shaking.
I need someone to drag me. I cannot walk on one leg yet.
You get one arm and I'll get the other.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward,
We
but I'll
pull
float.
him like a sled in the snow. It'll be fun, especially when he goes face down. And by the way, guys, thank you very much for saving me. That was where I come from. It sucked and I never want to go back. Okay, let's go.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Mush.
Lean back, I say to Richard, so that he's scooting across the snow.
All right, Key3 and Guy, give me an athletics check to carry Richard out.
Oh yeah, because he's like over 200 pounds of crap.
Forget him, we come back.
Okay, bye. Nice knowing you.
So it's like Key3's doing her best to lift, and Key's like dragging him along and just skidding across the floor, leaving a trail of red clutching his one leg.
So they fail, is what you're saying.
But I can at least do this.
No,
and
they
reach out
do
and touch
very,
him and give
very
him,
poorly.
Okay.
You get 6 hit points back at least. I give healing hands to you.
Okay, I'm gonna use that enough to just stand up again. I'm at 12 at this point,
Okay.
which is more than a third. So
So one of us said, let's go back to the keep. One of us said that. Yep. One of us sure fucking did.
So you hobble him along and
We're
you
trying to
continue, and the
pull
whole
Richard
place is starting to collapse around you. It's being drawn into this thing. And as you move further and further and deeper in, you manage to get up the stairs. And once you get up the stairs, you hear Ogbok saying, "Come on, just a little bit further."
Yep, we're coming. Don't.
And
Around to make sure Lady Belladonna is with us.
she is behind him, doing her best to try and melt the snow.
Nice,
And
yep.
he is smashing away at the snow and digging through, and he's gotten partially way through. He's got like a snow tunnel dug up. We gotta get out of here.
yeah, Ogbok, maybe move. I'm raising a hand. I'm imagining one hand is free at least,
Okay.
and I'm firing off 2 of these guys just into the snow to
Okay.
force something forward.
Is Penn's body in the ethereal?
Yep.
Okay, we'll leave him there. It's all good. No problem.
So you guys rush through. The fairy blasts burst a hole through the snow, and you can see sunlight on the other side. And everybody scampers up the hole and climbs out into the sunlight and the deep snow, and the gusting wind is no longer there. And you can see the mountainside that this building was built into depress and then sink in and collapse. And there's like a and it just deposits a bunch of rubble into the ground, and there's this gaping hole where it used to be.
Okay, so you know how I said we should get rid of everything in the secret room? I mean, we kind of did.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And then there's a and Penneth Wright
Oh,
head first into the snow, legs wiggling.
I reach out with my foot and push him. I want to see if I can get him to slide down the hill like an otter.
And he slides down the hill.
You son of a bitch.
I'm imagining he hits a rock and he's just unconscious for the rest of this.
And
See, I saw Handy on his head surfing down the hill.
as everything clears, the storm is over and you're standing in this deep snow. The cart with all the materials from this facility is overturned and the bits are scattered about the snow.
And our cart?
Your cart is buried in the snow.
Cool. That's better than what I was hoping. When I thought.
And Ogbog looks around and says, guys, I think we got a problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's revealed that he's pointing out, and there's a massive trail of enormous footprints in the snow. And the trail ends at this wall of snow where the storm has passed. And it moves towards the keep. And as you look down and look around your feet, you're standing in a giant footprint.
Like giant as the footprint of a giant, or a footprint 20 feet long?
Like the footprint of a giant.
Okay.
So giant's footprint as opposed to a giant footprint.
Yes.
Got it.
A giant's footprint.
I told you, the Allies, they are still gonna fight.
And there's one more thing. Unbeknownst to all of you, deep in the rubble, Richard's wooden leg begins to sprout metallic extensions and ooze black goo. And that's where we're going to end today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Imagine what would have happened if I kept it. Metal tree. There's no good
Missed
tree.
the episode. Two of us are now doomed.
You know,
you
Black Goo
gotta
gets
take a level of bard just to keep the story going.
Black Goo gets a pretty bad rap, but have you ever actually tried it? It's pretty good.
I mean,
Anyways, that was a lot. That was a lot, guys. I'm sure there's gonna be what the fuck is even going on here anymore? Tuning Warlocks.
So,
Wow,
thank you so much.
blindsided me, you bugger. Holy shit. I was not expecting my backstory anytime soon.
I was going to get you. Okay.
Oh, God, that was fun.
I wasn't going to let you expect it. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for coming out and watching our show and supporting us and giving us follows. We really, 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 really appreciate it, because you guys make the show possible, and we can't do it without you guys coming to watch.
Yeah.
Check us out. We come from very humble beginnings. Almost a year ago today, just people who didn't know what they were doing and started playing Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch. Now look where we've come. But I'm a very lucky dungeon master, and I like to take this moment at the end of the episode to allow all these incredible content creators that come here every Monday and play this game with me talk about the things that they are making. And I now open it up to the floor.
so I'm going to take over, because it's always a lovely play round of kind of a silent, no, you go first, even though it's really just dreading to go first.
Public speaking.
Yes, even though we're already doing it. It's just when
Yeah,
it comes
yeah,
to
but you
promoting ourselves, it just
When you're
becomes an
playing
issue.
the game, though, like, you don't notice it. You don't feel it.
Oh, no. No. So, for those of you who are a fan of me at all, thank you. You rock. I love you. And if you want to see more of me, or think or see some of my thoughts and what I do, please feel free to check me out at thescarredadventurer.com. I would have done a .ca like Canada wants, but then it would have also cut down some people being able to see stuff. So .com it is.
Oh, traitor.
Yes. Yes. So hopefully someone will put that link. Oh, someone already did put that link in the Discord.
There we go.
So yeah, no, feel free to check it out. I put 3 new poems on the blog today, and I'm also working on another. If any of you remember the lovely song I did for Kashano, I am going to find some way to put that onto the blog as well as I am working on another one, and then another one after that, because I hate me.
More content.
I guess I'll go next. I did not make a video this week because I have discovered, this is going to sound weird given what we just finished doing, but I have discovered the joy of streaming. I'm actually streaming a video game that has absolutely nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons. I've done it a couple times. It's great fun.
What is this streaming you're talking about?
Weird.
I've never heard of it.
Apparently people watch you play games. I don't understand at all.
I'm
But
confused with
anyway.
this as well.
Dubious.
Yeah, so that's like Kevin, aka Guy, Twitch. Cold War submarine warfare. I won't be offended if you're not interested and don't
Look, you're making me want to buy this game.
It's good fun. It is a very tactical and
it's just the kind of
game.
micromanaging bullshit I'm into.
Have you played the Jurassic Park game?
I want to. It keeps showing up on sale on the Steam store, and I'm like, you do not need another city/park building game.
Oh,
just gonna lay it on the pile. It's going to go with your Sim City and your City Skylines and your Evil Genius and your Zoo Tycoon and your... There's too many. Okay.
And then there's useful videos like Dawn does.
Yeah.
Segway.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I make videos over. You can check them out at youtube.com/roll4initiative. That's the number 4. And our latest video is ideas for when you're drawing a blank on character creation. We'll say that definitely was a suggestion from people in this group, which was very helpful. And the video, wow, words today. The video going up tomorrow is a gamer gift guide. So with the holidays coming up, ideas of stuff to get friends, family, the gamer in your life. Or, just send them love.
Yeah. So, look, I'm registered for love. But
I thought you were going to say like you're registered on the gift roll at Wizards of the Coast or something. I have a list. It's on my website.
I have a list, and it's just that's just a little too low. Anyways,
sorry. Before I'm just going to mention it very quickly. Please be sure to check us out on YouTube. Penn, even though he couldn't be here with us today, Sky, he does a wonderful, wonderful job, and it's fantastic. And you should all check it out and give him love and say thank you and all that shenanigans and shenanigargles. As well as check out some of his own stuff, such as just check out some of
Noctum Sky on YouTube.
Still, and as Guy always says, thank you, Puck, for being so amazing. I stole it from you. Ha ha!
Ha ha!
Thank you, Puck, for being
back
amazing.
to get your leg.
I don't want it.
Hey,
Penn,
I'm not going back to get Penn your leg.
Look, and you guys don't even know it's buried under rubble. Okay, it's become clear. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for letting me run a Dungeons and Dragons game in my corner gas hat. And I'm going to wear a different hat for the next game, so we'll see what happens. Again, give us those likes and follows. Check us out on Discord if you want to keep track of all the things that we do in between games and the discussions we have there. If you just want to share memes and art and talk about Dungeons and Dragons, we do a lot of that too.
Yes. And check out our Hall of Memes.
Yes, all of the memes. And also check us out on Twitter, and I believe that's it. But we do have Deadlands tomorrow, so definitely check that out. You'll maybe see me there, and you'll probably see Guy there in his role as Marshal Kevin running.
Yeah, you certainly will. And chat would like to have a live or die vote for your hat.
Oh, you want to have a live or die vote for the hat? Go ahead.
This means you have to burn it into a dumpster fire.
Jonathan, if would you kindly?
Give me a second. Hold on. You can do this.
Quarter gas hat, live or die. But it's not actually going to die because I have a lot of love for this show. It's going to go back on the rack up behind me.
Okay, here we go.
For those of you who don't,
quick one.
Let's
1
do
minute
it.
poll.
1 minute poll, corner gas hat,
1 minute
live or
poll.
die. So while we do the
Basically
1 minute
coming down to
poll,
Karis deciding whether she likes it or not.
I'm going to say, don't worry. Penn had a little thing. He will be back. And other than that, be sure to check out all our other content. And if you fall behind, check us out on YouTube. That's blowing up. You can see all our previous episodes, even the fun episodes we did with Dingo Doodles and Joe Cat. And
Yes.
hopefully more stunning guest stars in the future if I have anything to say about it.
Yes. Or we managed to kidnap them.
Yes, I mean,
Either way.
there's always the black bag option. And that's
As soon as they stop blocking us on Twitter, we'll start that conversation again.
oh, it doesn't look good for the corner gas hat. It's not like you have to understand, everyone where I live wears hats like these. This is the first. This is
Close.
the first.
It's close.
So many people.
The hat
Live.
Live, the hat
lives. This is the first time I can ever be seen wearing this kind of hat on film. In any permanent status. So it's a treat. So that's it for tonight. Check out all our shows. Follow us, watch, do all the things I said 3 times already. And until next time, class dismissed.
Right in the AC. Are you the kind of player who likes to have romance? But in the world of your campaign, you never get the chance. Who knows the hearts of NPCs as well as Harpy does? She'll tell you true.